Hello, people. I have a webcam now. Yay! Some of you have been talking to me on Skype, my family. Um, I'm really tired right now, but I thought I would add a video to my blog just to liven things up. Um, it is 3:15, and I have been up for like 2 days. Yay! um, Last night I was up until like 3:30 doing a presentation for medieval romances, origins of love class. I was writing on Knight of the Cart, which is a story by Chrétien de Troyes on Lancelot and Guinevere. And as Lancelot doesn't appear in Geoffrey of Monmouth's History of the Kings of Britain, this is really the first time you see him. And I compared it to video games. I know. Um, it also took like many donuts and various other like foodstuffs to actually get me to like write this, and then I slept for like 2 hours, presented it. Nobody had any questions. That's always a problem for me. Maybe I'm just not good at facilitating discussion or something like that, but uh, so yeah, I'm really not sure. My parents, they love me. They asked me, how they thought it went. I thought it went, but I really have nothing to compare it to. I haven't had anything graded, in graduate school yet. I'm just hoping that I don't crash and burn. You know, I'd be devastated if I didn't get, a good grade on this. Um, for many reasons. I mean, there's a lot more at stake here. I've moved to Boston. I'm actually being paid to do this. It's kind of my job, and I need to be able to do it well. Um, anyway, so tonight I actually got some like little domestic things done. I got some granola made. I organized my desk a little bit, got some of my bills and like my deposit set up, and my online banking. I also tried to go out shopping because I apparently have no clothes. And people in Boston shame me with their apparent, or at least comparative, like stylishness, because all I wear is like jeans that I bought from Gap like 4 years ago. Um, and yet I will still be going to Gap to buy more pants. But um, yeah, so I went out, and apparently something about living on the sixth floor of a building means that I'm completely out of touch with like the weather. I couldn't really tell that it was actually like a monsoon. Like you could see the rain, like being whipped back and forth. Um, yeah, I made it to 7-Eleven in Kenmore Square, and I stopped in and ended up buying Cheetos, chocolate covered Halloween shaped Peeps, and a gallon of milk. So that was my exciting night. Um, I then proofread the presentation that I presented this morning, printed it out. I went through notes that I was supposed to write up for this rhetoric of Victorian culture class that I'm in, and I'm not sure that I did that exactly like he wanted me to. I don't know. There wasn't really any clear instructions on that one, so I'm just hoping that it doesn't make the professor dislike me in any way. Um, but yes, so tomorrow I'll be reading a lot of stuff, I suppose. Let's see, I can actually look it up here, can't I? Should be on my blackboard now. Really annoying when I get a lot of things that are scanned, big chapters of stuff that it just would be too much if they actually made you buy all of the books they make you read that they want you to read sections of. I guess no one's really making me do this. Uh, Let me see. I'll be reading John Stuart Mill's On Liberty, Matthew Arnold's The Function of Criticism at the Present Time, and The Rest of Culture and Anarchy. And let's see, I'll be reading more Chrétien, reading the Grail story. That'll be fun. Romantic Selves was canceled, so I don't get a double dose of that particular professor's assignment because she assigns quite a bit, um, and I mean, it's very, good, but it's rather difficult to keep up. She's assigned a bunch of stuff from Wittgenstein. This one is 32 pages of philosophical investigations. This one is more than 70 pages. It's J.L. Austin, How to Do Things with Words. There's a Cavell Aesthetic Problems, which is about 26 pages. And then Derrida, which is thankfully short, a mere 28 pages. And so, I mean, that doesn't sound like a lot of pages, but what actually happens is that they're very dense. They're kind of hard to read, and I'll look back at this video and feel rather embarrassed that I was saying that certain things were hard or not. I'm sure, but just how life is, I suppose. And I've got like my schedule back here, and I don't know if you can see it, but right here I have like a paper to do and another paper to do. All like, I mean, the fact is that it takes most of my time just doing the reading. So fitting in all of that extra work, papers, take research. You have to do extra reading to actually be able to write a paper most of the time. Although I think I'm going to have to revise my idea of doing that because I just won't have time. So all at the end of October, I have these in production because, yeah, I don't get a lot of exposure to it. So I try to, keep it where I can, I suppose. So this, September, October, November, December. I don't know if that was very good pronunciation, but I mean, at least I know them now because I put them on my calendars. And then I have my whiteboard. Keep all of my assignments straight, or at least I try to. Um, and this week isn't so bad because I've already done the reading for one of my seminars that was canceled today, and so I don't have any more of that for the next week. Um, but yeah, so one of the things that I've been needing to do that I felt bad about is going and finding, postcards and stuff, but I don't know why. I feel like Boston's supposedly this touristy city, but there I haven't found any postcards. I looked at the Bee bookstore, I've looked in the little convenience stores that I've run into, but there aren't any. So I'm thinking that I might have to actually venture into Fenway maybe and get something with Green Monster on it or something. I'm not actually sure what the Green Monster refers to. Is it the stadium because it's green or whatever you call it later? Um, yeah, so I'll probably have to do that. And then I feel very bad. Like all of you lovely relatives that have given me a lot of support. I really appreciate it. Um, Especially Grammy. I don't know if you actually watch this because you haven't responded to my emails, but I really appreciate your card. Um, yes, I should probably go into it now. But yeah, tell me what you think of the video blogging. I think I did this once in my old blog, and it turned out so weird that I never did it again. I think there's maybe something have to be a little bit of a showman type, actually show business type of person to really well on this kind of platform. I'm thinking that actually writing words, I suppose there's a first sentence.